which takes place from February 17th to the 20th. Speaking to reporters at the post-cabinet media briefing on Thursday evening, he noted that discussions are apace to select a high-level delegation to represent TNT, which will soon be finalized.
We expect to have a very important high-level delegation attending, participating in discussions with His Excellency Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Vice President Bharat Jagdev, Minister of Natural Resources, the Honorable Vikram Bharat, and others. We expect to meet and discuss several issues of related interest to both the government and people of Guyana and the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago.
The Guyana Energy Conference and Supply Chain Expo is an annual event uniting industry leaders, policymakers, and stakeholders to explore developments and opportunities in energy and supply chains. And Dr. Munilal also confirmed that this country has also been invited to Caribbean Energy Week in Suriname, carded for late March.
Again, for the record, we have been invited. I don't think we have arrived at a conclusion in terms of attendance and composition of a delegation, but I believe that we are properly invited, and we have been in touch with Minister Patrick Broomings. In fact, he's the Minister of Energy there, and he has been in touch with us, and I think he's very eager to receive a delegation from Trinidad and Tobago, and we will certainly consider that in the coming days.
Caribbean Energy Week 2026 takes place from March 30th to April 1st in Paramaribo, Suriname. In other news, San Fernando Mayor Robert Paris says the city will make do, emphasizing that the San Fernando Carnival Committee must ensure value for money to keep the festivities alive amid what he claims is reduced funding. On Wednesday, Minister of Culture and Community Development, Michelle Benjamin, noted that despite the announcement from the San Fernando Carnival Committee to suspend the competitive aspect of its celebrations due to reduced funding, she assured that the revelry in South Trinidad will continue as planned. Speaking during a media conference on Thursday, San Fernando Mayor Robert Paris said the city will scale down some measures to ensure Carnival continues, even noting that last year its Carnival Committee was forced to relocate major events to keep costs within budget. This year, though, he said the committee will ensure monies are spent wisely.
So I was quite clear and concise in stating $700,000 is not enough to run Carnival, and we will make do with it. However, my only request to the San Fernando Carnival Committee is to look at new suppliers whereby we could get the same quality supplies in terms of infrastructure at a cheaper cost, or go to the persons that regularly supply us and negotiate, because we should never run a committee, just like we should never run a business, in debt.
The mayor also said that he remains open to meeting with the minister.
The floor was open, and the stakeholders indicated that perhaps we should forego the competitive aspect of the Carnival, still conducting Carnival. However, what we should do is invite members of the government and invite the world to see why San Fernando Carnival is worth more.
In some sport now, Royal Challengers Bengaluru are the Women's Premier League champions once again. RCB pulled off a record run chase to claim their second title while inflicting yet another final heartbreak on the Delhi Capitals, who now lost all 4 WPL finals. Chasing a massive 204 for victory, RCB reached their target with just 2 balls to spare, thanks to a tournament record opening partnership. Captain Smriti Mandana smashed 87 off 41 balls, while Australia's Georgia Vole contributed 79 off 54, as the pair put together a breathtaking 165-run standoff, 92 deliveries. Mandana finished as the tournament's leading run scorer with 377 runs before falling in the penultimate over, bowled by West Indies all-rounder Chanel Henry. With 10 needed off the final over, Radha Yadav sealed victory with back-to-back boundaries over cover. Earlier, Delhi posted 203 for 4, the highest total in a WPL final, with captain Jemima Rodriguez top scoring with 57 and Henry's explosive unbeaten 35 off 15 balls. The victory makes RCB joint most successful side in WPL history alongside Mumbai Indians. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Virmala Balkaran. Good morning, Virmala.
Good morning, Carrie. You look so lovely this morning.
You look very lovely. You took the words out of my mouth.
Well, today actually, we're wearing J&K signature styles.
We
so
are.
it's very special good morning to J&K, and thank you
Thank you very much.
for these amazing outfits.
I know, like, look at this suit, like, very snazzy.
That was my choice for you.
I know.
I will take all the credit for that all day long.
You know what? You should get all the credit for that one because you chose
Carrie, did you know that today's Pay a Compliment Day? So I'm encouraging you to pay a compliment to anyone, not just me, but to anyone that you meet today.
Let's spread the love a little bit more.
Yeah, spread all the love.
Yeah, because you already gave me a compliment, I gave you a compliment, so let's spread it to the wider TTT, but the wider Trinidad and Tobago as well.
That's
Trinidad
right. We've got so much on the show for you today, Carrie, and maybe we'll see you a little bit later on as well.
Maybe. Looking forward to it.
All right, Carrie.
All right, thanks so much, Virmala.
You're welcome.
When we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going after this break.
Follow him to run. He used to use it to pull up band, but sometimes a stupid man. All in the savannah, never miss an aroma.
You have to be committed. You have to have perseverance to say, okay, I'm starting at knowing nothing to reach a point where I can perform an entire song.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments, live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan, Power, all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for Dimash Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Exalt the
February 2026. The time now, it is 6:09 a.m. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago on the world. I'm Virmala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Well, let's take a little look at what's trending this morning. The Tobago Unified Calypsonians organization, well, they have announced the order of appearance for the semifinals of the National Calypso Monarch competition. 40 Calypsonians will take the stage this Saturday, February 7th from 2 p.m. That's tomorrow at Skinner Park in San Fernando, all competing for spots in the finals. Now, Nicole Thomas-Clark drew position number 1, so she'll be opening the show. And from there, well, you'll hear a wide mix of voices and themes, everything from politics to identity and family, youth, power, even Caribbean unity. Artists like Ricky Jai, Lady Listra, Young Brother, Bunny B, and Terry Lyons are also on the lineup, bringing their own perspectives and energy. Well, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk Tobago cargo and the ongoing ripple effects from the damage to the MV Blue Wave Harmony. So because of that disruption, the Chief Secretary, Farley Augustine, has confirmed that a barge has been secured as a temporary solution to move cargo between Trinidad and Tobago. Now, let me tell you how that's going to work. So the Port Authority has engaged a 67-meter barge for 10 days starting today or tomorrow. This barge will handle cargo that can't go on the passenger vessels. So it's things like dangerous goods, livestock, bulk cargo, and it can carry over 7,000 kilograms per trip. It's also capable of transporting about 30 trucks at a time, and it operates on an appointment-based booking system. So while this is not a permanent fix, it is meant to really ease that pressure and keep the goods moving while repairs continue on the Blue Wave Harmony. Augustine also confirmed that the Bucca Reef is expected to return to service from Monday, February 9th, that's next week, and that vessel can carry roughly 948 passengers and about 160 vehicles or so, which should help to bring some balance back to the sea bridge. All for Tobagonians especially, this is important because, of course, when shipping slows, everything will feel it. Supermarkets, businesses, farmers, families. So this interim barge, it's really going to keep life moving while they sort out all the bigger issues. Well, finally this morning, Homeland Security Minister urges patience in police shooting investigation. Now, Alexander rejects a cover-up claim, saying that due process will be followed. Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander, well, is asking the public allow the investigations to continue into the police killing of Joshua Samaru and the shooting of his common-law wife, Kaya Seeley. He has also rejected claims of a cover-up and said that, well, once the file is complete, it will be sent to the DPP, and government will stand by whatever decision is made. Alexander also acknowledged the anger and hurt many people are feeling right now. But he then cautioned against judging the entire police service based on just one incident. Then he also addressed the circulation of, those short social media clips that we keep seeing, reminding citizens that these don't always show the full picture. And, well, they can influence opinions before the investigations are actually finished. So he stressed that multiple probes are already underway, including internal police reviews and oversight from the Police Complaints Authority. And again, he pushed back against calls for resignations and said that due process must take priority. Well, moving on in the show today, did you know that there is a new SCA Mathematics past paper solutions platform being offered by the Ministry of Education? Well, right now, you're about to find out a whole lot more. So the Ministry of Education has launched a new SCA Mathematics past paper solutions platform. And this is aimed at supporting students who are preparing for the SCA 2026 examination. So this digital platform, it uses an AI-powered avatar tutor to guide the students through past paper questions, and it offers step-by-step explanations and, of course, opportunities for independent practice for your children. Now, while the platform prioritizes students currently scoring below 50% in mathematics, it is also designed to benefit all learners and to support, of course, the parents and teachers as partners in education and not replace them. Some features will also be available offline, they say, helping to bridge access gaps. This morning we find out more about this. Ms. Kamini Bagalu, the Director of the Division of Educational Research and Evaluation Unit, joins us to explain how the platform works and how students can access all of this. And it's not going to replace teachers in the classroom, but it will complement the teaching process. Good morning, Ms. Bagalu, and welcome.
Hi, good morning, and thank you.
All right, well, exciting things happening right now with the SCA Past Paper Solutions platform. So what exactly is this and how does it work?
So this is a platform that has been developed in-house at the Ministry of Education by our Educational Technology Unit. And it really keeps aligned with our ministry's policy, where we focus on the development of the children, parents, and even the entire education system. So the SCA Past Paper Solution platform, it is really designed to give support both to parents, students, even to the teachers. And in the end, we expect to see an improvement in the pass rates in mathematics as well.
And Ms. Bagalu, you said that the platform focuses heavily on mathematics. Why was math identified as a priority area, especially at this stage of the platform?
So the SCA assesses 3 different areas: English language arts writing, and mathematics. However, when we would have looked at the data and we would have analyzed the performance in mathematics, what we would have seen over the years is that the mean performance in mathematics had remained just a little over 50 when compared to English language arts, which was in the 60s.
Oh.
However, when we also would have drilled down a little further and we would have looked at the number of students scoring less than 50% in the SCA mathematics, we would have seen that it was almost like 48% of the students. Okay. So therefore, this is what was considered in going forward in terms of preparing the SCA past paper solutions. But most of all, the SCA is really designed as a placement assessment. And 3 subjects contribute to the final composite score, which is used to place students. And mathematics contributes to 50% of that composite score.
So there is something really interesting, an element of this is the AI avatar tutor. How does this guide the students through the questions? Is it very interactive as well?
So this past paper solution platform is different to any other that there has been before. So whereas past paper solutions, students may just read it, we cannot tell if they can understand fully what is happening. So the AI avatar is there to actually guide the students. It's interactive. They can actually go onto settings and choose their own avatar. So they have different avatars that they can choose. The avatar is there to answer all their questions, to guide them. And one thing we want parents to be guided by, since it was developed internally, right? They can be sure that it's a safe platform, so there are no hallucinations or bias coming from the avatar, because it is trained to only answer mathematics questions.
Yeah, I can only imagine there's some, anxiety when it comes to AI use, especially with everything happening in the world.
Yes.
And you're always wondering, are my kids safe using AI? And that's actually really reassuring. So you've said as well that the platform targets students, I think, performing below 50%, but also high-performing students. All students can access the platform.
Yes, so it has been developed for all students who are writing the SCA 2026. Now, whilst at first we are looking at the students who scored less than 50%, it is also there as guided practice for students, the higher level students, and even as a platform for improvement for even the mid-level students as well.
Yeah. In this age of digital media, we're always concerned about access, Ms. Bagalu. Some students may not have internet access at home or limited devices. How will that issue be treated?
So the ministry has taken that into consideration, and we do have other types of access for offline. We have flash drives that were sent to all schools.
Okay.
And these flash drives contain the software where they can actually download the software and work online. Now, for parents as well, they can go to all of the different NALIS libraries. We have the TT Access Centers where they can actually download the software and they can use it offline. Now, the software can be used on phones, on tablets, on laptops, but most of all, there is a downloadable option where you can download a PDF, and students, where if they are living in an area where there's no connectivity, they can actually use those as well. So we have, tried our best to make it as accessible to all of our students.
Yeah, thank you for that, Ms. Bagalu. So, some parents may not be very confident in mathematics, especially at the SEA level. How does this tool actually support the parents who want to, use it and help their kids use this, but they're not, so good at math themselves? Is it something that can help the students without the parents having to do too much? I mean, yeah, supervise the process, but is it something that the parents really have to get super involved in?
So, this AI tutor, as we said, it serves as a support, right? So therefore, many of our parents, we would have, they have noted to us that they are not too confident with the new mathematics in terms of the different strategies and methods.
It is hard.
And right now, the ministry, we have, been conducting some parents' webinars. It's a 5 series, where the first series would have focused on this AI mathematics solution. But it is all in an aim to help parents in terms of assisting their students. So therefore, parents can be there as supervising, but parents are there to learn as well, because the AI, as I indicated earlier, it is safe for students to utilize. So we don't have to feel as parents that, that other types of content will be shown to them. But so therefore, the students are allowed to ask the AI questions as well. So when they go on to that platform, right, you have an option whether you want to look at an SCA 2025 paper or you want to drill down into the different strands. Because mathematics, we have number, measurement, geometry, statistics. So therefore, students can go in, have the option of looking at questions on a whole paper or looking at questions according to different strands. So therefore, they are able, students have strengths in different areas and weaknesses in different areas. So therefore, they can go on and get guided instructions. What the AI does as well, it works with the child at the level where the child is, and it actually scaffolds the concepts. So it goes back to the basic concepts and, goes through till it reaches to that level where the child is. What must be noted by the AI as well, that it is culturally relevant, whereas it can understand our dialect and so on.
Wow.
So so it can converse really well with our children.
That's really interesting. So teachers may be worried that, technology or AI can replace them. But of course, this is meant to complement the work that the teachers already do, just like, extra lessons and all of that. What would you say to the teachers who may be a little bit nervous that this is an attempt to replace the work that they're doing?
So this is not an attempt to replace the teachers, but as you indicated, it is something that we have developed to actually complement our teachers, so that sometimes, mathematics is a subject where students need practice. Yes, you do need to understand the basic foundations and concepts, but you do need practice in mathematics. And sometimes the time in the classroom does not allow for it. And as well as if a teacher may identify that a student has a particular problem in a certain mathematical area, they can actually allow the students when they go home to practice on certain areas. So it is really there to support the parents, but support teachers to support the students, but not to replace anyone as well.
Yeah, and finally, I want to ask you, how does the ministry plan to measure whether or not the platform has been successful, or what amount of success it has given ahead of SEA 2026?
So in this initial stage, right, what we are really going to be measuring is upticks in terms of how many of the students are accessing the platforms and so on. In the future, what we intend to develop, we will be looking at actually student scores and looking at students improvement as they use the platform.
Yeah, and of course this is rolling out before 2026 SEA this year, right? So this is actually
this
usable?
is actually on our ministry's website presently, and persons have already started using this AI platform.
Yeah, and SEA is coming up in just a few months, so we still have
the 26th of March.
Wow. It feels like that's coming up sooner than possible. All right, thank you so much, Ms. Bagley, for joining us. We really hope that parents and teachers also take full advantage of this platform. It is called the SEA Mathematics Past Paper Solutions Platform. That's correct?
Yes.
And how can they access it on the website, right?
So they can go onto the ministry's website, and it is there flashing straight across the screen. They can hit and go on, and they actually have to sign up.
Yeah. Okay, and we have that website for you on the screen. It's www.moe.gov.tt. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Kamini Bagley, Director of Division of Educational Research Evaluation Unit at the Ministry of Education. When we come back, we've got more for you on Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll get right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
We all put Panaz somewhere in the back about it, and it's locked there forever. We didn't quite bring it to the forefront until now. The main reason for us forming the band was to enter a competition in Trinidad called Pan Ramajé. After the fourth year winning, we pulled out of the competitive arena and tried to start spreading music overseas.
We want to actually show the audience what Trinidad and Tobago music is about.
It's like we changed the perspective that people had of pan and pan players.
When we feed off of each other, the crowd actually feel that energy, and then they start to get excited, and then we start to feed off of their energy now.
I think in those moments I felt like, yes, I was living my dream.
To see the joy on the players' faces when they will perform, it will always stick in my heart.
Carnival is just days away, and there's a very special part of Carnival that belongs to our little ones. Well, as exciting as all of it is, it also comes with a responsibility. Today, we want to make sure parents, guardians, and caregivers are fully informed about how to keep children safe during the season, from teaching them personal safety to monitoring their whereabouts, and of course, knowing exactly what to do if something goes wrong. Joining us this morning is Ahelia Ramdas, team lead of the assessment unit of the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, and she's here to guide us through the importance of child safety during Carnival. Ahelia is a clinical psychologist with 9 years experience working in the public sector and private practice in TNT. And she's been doing so much great work in the field of children and mental health services as well in Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Ahelia.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having us on the program once more.
Well, it is a critical issue that we need to address, especially ahead of Carnival. That's just, as I said, days away. Ahelia, what are some of the risks to children at Carnival during the Carnival period?
So during the Carnival period specifically, we want to be very much aware of where our children are. So we know there's a lot of activities going on, a lot of different events, and we have the instances where children are left unsupervised for periods of time. And so we want to be sure that the public is aware that that is a no-no.
Yeah.
We do not want to leave our children unsupervised to attend events. We also have to be aware that we're sending our children to carnival camps, and there are dangers and risks involved in that. We want to be aware that, you know, in going to the beaches and the rivers and all of the various outings that we have planned for the outdoors, that there are also risks associated with that, not just harm that could come to your children from potentially drowning, but also being in contact with members of the public, the wider public, as well as, you know, children wandering off, getting lost. All of these things are things we have to be mindful of during this period where, as a society, we tend to be a little bit more relaxed. We tend to be a little bit more, you know, in the mood to lime and, you know, all of these things that sometimes cloud our judgment and sometimes take our attention away from what really is important, which is maintaining the safety of our children at all times.
Yeah, I know we probably like to say, well, a lot of people are around, man. Nothing will happen. Everybody there, everybody watching. So what age do you actually, should you start having conversations about safety with your child?
So you have these conversations about safety with your child at any age. The important thing is to remember that you use age-appropriate language, that you break down the concepts and you speak to them in a manner that they're able to access and understand, appreciating that younger children, very younger children, they do not understand more abstract concepts. They do not understand more complex language. So you do have to be mindful about how you break the information up for them and what you say to them. We want to be mindful that even in teaching safety, it's more than just the information. You want to also practice. Model the kinds of conversations you need to have with them, do role plays, actually go through the motions so that they learn it. Because telling a child you need to be aware of your surroundings and who is around you, that may go over their heads. They may not understand what that means. So you tell them exactly. You need to stay close to whoever's going with you. Hold their hand if you can. When you go out into public, you need to be sure to show them important things. I was explaining that children may not understand certain words and concepts. The average younger child may not know what a muster point is. So when you go out into public, even if it's not at a carnival event, you just go generally out in public, it's important that you show children signs and you explain to them what that means. If you get lost in the event of an emergency, this is where you need to go to. This is the kind of individual you need to look for. So describe to them what a security uniform may look like, what a police officer uniform may look like, what one of our defense force officers, what they may look like, so that should they get separated from you at an event, they know this is who I'm going to look for to go to. You need to teach them their names, your name, proper name, as well as if they're able to learn a phone number or an address, make sure you teach them that. And I say proper names because when you ask younger children, who's your mommy? They will say mommy, or they will say whatever home name comes to their head, as opposed to a full name. And so it's really important that they know that. For younger children, if you can put a tag inside their clothing, if they're not able to remember the names, so that they're easily identified. If the police or someone should come across them, you can also opt to that as well. But it's really important. Child language that is accessible to the child at their level, as well as making sure you go through the emotions and you actually show them what to do.
Let's talk about the people who are around our children. What are some of the things to check for, even with family or even trusted friends or adults that are around your children?
So the statistics have shown us that the danger to our children is not the stranger on the street anymore. Statistics prove that predators are known to children. They are within our children's immediate circles. And so when considering who is a safe adult for your child to be, you have to think about their track record with children. You have to think about what their views on raising children are, what their views on discipline are, what their views on safety are. You have to think through all of these things and even ask the questions. Sometimes we think we're going to offend someone if we ask them, what would you do in this situation? Or if we tell them, this is how I would prefer things be done. If an emergency happens or if something happens with my child, as parents and caregivers, we have to know that the buck stops with us. Our child is our responsibility. And so we have to be sure that we ask the right questions. We have to be sure that we lay the ground rules down for those adults in our children's lives who will be, caring for them. So what their track record is with children. How also important is how safe our children feel with them.
Yeah.
So sometimes our children are giving us information that we are ignoring because we think we know better, or because we're so busy and caught up in just finding someone that we dismiss the fact that they're uncomfortable at this particular home or with this particular person, or they're unhappy or they're fearful. We have to pay attention to that, because while we tend to think that children don't know better, they are very astute. They are able to, if they're not able to verbalize, what that fear or that concern is, they do pick it up emotionally and they are trying to tell us something. So let's just be mindful that we should check in with them, check in with how they feel, if they feel safe there as well.
Can we move a little bit to teaching safety to teenagers? And that's a little bit different from how you would teach it to younger children, right? So
Yes,
how would you take care of your teenagers this carnival season and going forward?
So that developmental period, that adolescent aged period, is when our young people are moving closer and closer to independence. They believe that they are moving closer to adulthood, so they know and they can make determinations on their own and all of these things. So caregivers, parents, you're sort of fighting up with them because they want to say, well, I know, and I can do this, and I am independent. And so that's a bit of a hurdle that you have to get over, and explaining to them, I know you're grown to an extent, but you are still a child. I'm still your parent. I'm still responsible for you. So it's really important that I share this information with you. And it's really important that you're aware of all of the dangers out there. We have differences in that period as well, where there are some children who are part of the traveling public, so they're more astute to being on the streets, being outside. But then we have children who are typically dropped off by their parents wherever they go, and now we're taking them to an event. So you have to sort of give them the information that they think they know, but in a way that, doesn't feel like, I'm talking to a 5-year-old. Again, it comes back to the type of language that you use, asking them questions as well. Or what do you think should happen, or what do you think could happen, hearing what their perspectives are, what information they have, so that you build on that as well. So it's a bit more collaborative with your teenagers, as opposed to younger children who you're now teaching, now guiding. And you want to be very sure to cast the net wide. So not only safety in public spaces, not only being aware of what a predator can look and sound like. So again, it's not the scary stranger on the street. It could be someone known to you. Make sure they're mindful that they're going to, manipulation is a big part of the game. They're going to sweet talk you. They're going to tell you nice things. So just being mindful of that, being mindful to stay together, stay in groups, being mindful of watching your drinks, watching what's around you. Yes, your teenagers are not out there purchasing alcohol or partaking, but you're still drinking things out in the public space. It can still, be spiked, impacted by someone who is looking to take advantage. You want to also make sure that you include internet safety and safety on devices as well, because our teens are going out there with phones in the public spaces. So you want to cover all your bases and explain to them just how dangerous it actually is in the society that we live in, out there in the public spaces, and just also being mindful that even though they are teenagers and they probably have a little bit more physical freedom, so you're not necessarily going to hold your teen's hand as you go through places, you still want to be mindful that you should have your eyes on your teen at all times. You know? So yes, they're in the same room, have your eyes on them, know who they're with, where they're going. It's important for parents and caregivers to vet who your children are out with. If you're sending them and you are not going, make sure you speak to the parent of the child that they're going to be with. Are you going to be close by with the children? And that's important, again, based on your question about trusted adults and who you place your children with. Even sending your children out, you have to know that parent or the individuals that are going to be out and about with your children. So ask the tough questions. It's no time to feel embarrassed or worry about it, or, you know, making someone uncomfortable or making them feel a particular way. Err on the side of caution.
I want to switch to the legal aspect of all of this. So neglect is a huge thing, and that keeps popping up. That's a word that keeps popping up. Is there a law against neglect in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes, so you will find neglect falls under, I want to say, Section 4 of the Children's Act, and it speaks to cruelty to children, but it covers neglect as well, abandonment and neglect. And we talk about neglect sometimes only in the physical sense, so not providing food and clothing and these things for your children, but supervisory neglect is also considered there. So we want to be mindful that, yes, it is against the law to leave your children unattended, and that does carry a fine and jail time, and all of those things. You would find it under cruelty to children. Around this time, we find that it is a trend that parents, caregivers will leave children at home with older siblings, thinking that that's safe, but we want to discourage the public at large from leaving children at home and leaving younger children in the care of older children, because so many things can happen, you know, and over the years we've seen so many tragic things where children drown in very shallow bodies of water, or you have children being out in the yard unattended and you know, vehicles coming into contact with vehicles, or even gates and, you know, fires. All of these things have happened over the years. We've seen it. And so we want to be mindful that we're not recommending leaving children at home alone. Find a trusted adult and have them in their care to be sure that they're safe, and being sure that you also teach them about safety at home. Safety is not only for the public spaces, it's also what you do at home if something should happen.
So Elia, as a final question, if there is suspected child abuse, how can a report be made?
So a report can be made through several avenues. You can call the TTPS and make your report. You can call the Children's Authority at 996 and make a report, which can be done anonymously as well. You can go to our website where there is a form that you can fill out. Again, you can do that anonymously as well, right? So you have those three avenues that are available to you. You can walk into one of our regional offices and assessment centers, which are located on the Manahamby Road in St. Madeleine, thereabouts. We have one in Tobago. We have an office in Sani Grande. We have an office in Port of Spain, Chaguanas, as well as an assessment center at Mount Hope.
All right, thank you so much, Ahelia Ramdas, the team lead of the assessment unit at the Children's Authority of TNT. Well, when we come back, we continue with Trinidad and Tobago Today on this beautiful Friday morning in Sweet TNT. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next, 99.1 FM, Soca Dominion, where Soca lives.
Give me a chance to wine on ya, so I can win with ya, and I can jam with ya. Give me another chance so I can... Who said? I'm walking in something, baby, as long as you keep it safe.
You ever take a drink from somebody you already don't know? Well, some free drinks could come with a very heavy price. And this year, we're not thirsty for trouble. So choose to keep an eye on your drink. And if you didn't pour it, don't drink it. Don't drink from nobody, baby. Cause this year we're making better choices. Oh, Lord, for a safer carnival.
I'm walking in something, baby, as long as you keep it safe.
You are dearer to me than all the stars.
So many wish but never reach. 'Cause when I'm falling and all the world seems dark, you help me find my peace. Oh, shun mi ba fishani. Oh, shun mi ba yeah. Oh, shun mi ba fishani. Arubita, yeah, 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 yeah,
Your news anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
Somewhere up in Laventille, many years ago, another hammer used to follow him throughout. He used to use it to pong a pan, or sometimes a stupid man. All in the savannah, never miss an aroma.
You have to be committed. You have to have perseverance to say, okay, I'm starting at knowing nothing to reach a point where I can perform an entire song.
Just about 13 minutes before 7 o'clock. I really hope that you're having a great day. What do you have planned for this weekend? Maybe you want to do something a little bit outdoorsy. Well, maybe I can help you with that this morning. Joining us, Anna and David, owners and tour guides of Island Girl Tours. And they specialize in outdoor adventures and authentic local experiences. Good morning and welcome to Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning.
Today, how are you?
We are good. We're awesome.
Yeah,
How are
busy
you?
season, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So lots of tourists coming in, and I'm guessing you have so much work to do, taking everyone all over the place, not just tourists, but even just people living here who've probably, like me, not been to many places. So maybe we should talk about that afterwards.
Yeah.
So you started this 10 years ago, am I correct? So how did this all start, and what was your intention for Island Girl Tours? I want to get to the name as well.
Well, I lived in Toronto for 25 years.
Yeah.
And always felt the pull to come back home. And because I love Trinidad and Tobago.
And the sunshine.
And the sunshine, yeah. The snow is fine, but the sunshine is better.
Yeah.
And came back and chose Tobago because, you know, it's smaller, more touristy. You can move around it easier, more beaches and waterfalls that are accessible. And just started to do some research and just fell in love with the island and wanted to bring, you know, customer service into touring, right? Because there wasn't much going on at the time. And, you know, just fell into it, started doing tours barefooted in the bush, and then kept building and building and building a customer service, a client relations, and it just started to increase. Anna came in, added her bit to it, and it's just where we are today.
And how did we get to Island Girl Tours? How did we get to that name?
It was a name chosen because it was very popular, a popular name. It was just more to grasp people. It was no real girl behind it. It was just Island Girl Tours, knowing eventually that there would be one.
So this is the Island Girl.
She is, she's everything.
Island Girl.
Oh, wow. Okay, and it's just both of you, or there's other members to the team?
Both of us, but we have part-time staff.
Okay, I see. Are you based in Trinidad or Tobago?
So we are based in Tobago, but
Okay.
we do commute back and forth for tours.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do tours as well. So what type of tours?
adventure tours most of the time.
Okay.
So some of our most popular tours would be like an 8-hour island experience, a 12-hour island experience, or a 24-hour island experience where we do camping.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're very much into nature and outdoors. We do everything, but the nature part is the pull for us. So,
You know, with Carnival coming up, everybody's into camping as well. Did you know there's also a term called glamping?
yeah,
Yes.
it's in Tobago, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
It's a big thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So with Carnival coming up, we've had a lot of discussions about safety over the past few weeks,
Yes.
especially in light of so many things happening. Now you are certified in a reputable tour company. Just weighing in a little bit for us on the Carnival discussion. People may want to do things over the Carnival period, you know, outdoorsy things. Tell us how we can do this safely and, you know, what you should probably stay away from.
Wow. So there are many things that you can do. Definitely look at the company you are looking at, gauge their reputation, check them out on TripAdvisor. Anyone who has reviews, they have nothing to hide. Definitely have a dialogue with them. Many times before your experience, we have dialogue with our guests from the time they send in an inquiry to way after their tour. Their experience begins with us from the inquiry. We build that relationship so that by the time their tour day comes up, they're like family and friends with us on a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it
that.
builds that communication, it builds that trust. It allows us to customize something for them that they are capable of doing, because we have many groups coming through who will be of different abilities, different allergies, everything like that. So everything has to come into play with a guest.
So it's
And-
important that you communicate before.
Right, and you know,
100%.
it's like when it's a big group, you know, try to have a designated driver,
Okay.
right? Someone who's not drinking to look over everyone, you know, be mindful of your surroundings, you know. Because there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of partying, fetting, you know.
Yes.
So just things like that. And also to have, you know, have everybody look after everybody.
Yeah.
Always keep an eye on the people next to you, on your friends. Try to see where they are. Somebody who goes to the washroom.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a bit. Go and find them. You know, to
Okay.
bring everybody back and closer together as a group, as a family.
So
you know?
Anna and David, hiking has become very popular. Everyone wants to hike these days. Not me. I did my first hike in Form 4, and I think that was my first and very last hike. And they took us to Paria. I was
Oh
telling
gosh,
her.
that's a hard one.
So
Yeah.
why would they take us to Paria? But anyway, I digress. Hikes. If people are now getting into hikes, what would you tell them? Like, do you have to prepare yourself mentally, physically? I mean, how do you get yourself ready for a hike if you haven't been hiking before?
I would say go and start with walks
Yes.
in the forest.
Maybe I
don't-
should have done that.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't go into a hike where you have to climb hills and rappel and use ropes and stuff. Just go in, walk, get associated with nature, get into the field, understand your surroundings, the mud, the trees, the vegetation, the animals, everything. And just go in and walk for a bit, 15 minutes, 20, 25, and build yourself up to that. For the hiking, make sure you have proper footwear, right? Make sure you have, I would advise taking a whistle, right? Make sure you have enough water to be hydrated. And if you have a knapsack, have a little medical pack in there, right? Just in case. And always, you know, have your phone with you and be mindful of the people around you, right? And kind of do a buddy system. So you always, somebody behind you, you don't see them, you blow the whistle, you stop, find them, you know, keep everybody together, right?
All right, so it's just both of you coordinating these tours, and you say you have other members of the team.
Mhm.
So there's a certain level of training, of course, or a certain level of, you have to get through the system. It's
Yeah.
10 years you've been doing this.
Yes.
So obviously you know there are things that you have to do, checks that you have to make as well. That's a lot to manage, especially for tour guides. And you offer tours as well, not just nature trails, but what other type of tours?
So, like I said, the 8-hour, the 12-hour, and the 24-hour island tours. Then we do the customized island tours. So we go around the entire island.
Ah.
In
It's like
Tobago,
almost-
you can do that in a day. In Trinidad,
Yeah.
it's a bit more difficult. We have to be able to do it by the region, north, south, to the east in Mayaro, that kind of thing.
And there's a lot to do, and there's so much that people haven't really tapped into, especially
Yes.
in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think I've seen 3/4 of Trinidad and Tobago
There's a lot.
just
and,
yet.
And foreigners come and we show them, and we also have events, right? We do birthday parties, we do graduations. Groups come for you to curate the best design for them, the best tour. So it can go from an island tour to a party to a beach experience, a barbecue, an overnight, whatever, turtle watching, whatever people desire.
Right.
So it's a full spectrum.
Yeah. If it's if there's a tourist coming in and you want to give them the full experience and you have one day with them, what would be the ideal?
Most of the time they do the 12.
The Grand Circle 12-hour all-inclusive island experience.
Okay.
That's our major tour.
Okay. All right. And that would start with?
That will start in the morning at 6 a.m.
With doubles.
We start with coffee or tea.
Okay.
And then the doubles.
Okay.
Then the doubles. And then we start, going on the adventure, taking them to a few hidden gems that you wouldn't typically get to unless your guide knows how to get to them. Because it's not an everyday thing where most
it's 12
people
hours,
venture
right?
to.
So there's a lot more we pack into it. So you get the staples as well as the gems. Waterfalls, caves, beaches, hidden sites, the works.
The little secrets of the island.
We design it for them to their desires.
Yeah, okay. So for people who want to get in contact with you, maybe they're looking forward to doing something for the carnival season or outside of that, tourists coming in, how can they reach you?
So we do have local phone lines that you can call. It is 868-460-5439 and then 868 again, 332-3683 and our Instagram handle, Island Grill Tours TT.
Yeah, so I guess if we head across there, we can see all of the content
Oh
from
yes,
all of your
definitely.
previous tours.
Sure.
What's your favorite thing to do in Trinidad and Tobago as well?
Honestly, it will be going on tours with guests, especially guests who probably has someone in their circle who is a local to Trinidad and Tobago. When they come over, they are so excited to show the country that they're like, oh, let's do this. And they're the best because they bring that energy.
Yeah. It's like our favorite thing is seeing people happy touring Trinidad and Tobago and getting the experiences and being wowed by the nature, by the culture, by the cuisine, by all the aspects we have, to present to them in a Trinidad and Tobago experience. And, in TNT, we have a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely encouraged us to check out Island Grill Tours. And they're celebrating 10 years, so we know that they're reputable and they know everything that they need to ensure that you are safe, not just for the carnival season, but for the entire year. So check them out as well. Well, just a few minutes before the major network news coming up at the top of the hour. Once again, thank you so much to J&K Signature Styles for outfitting Carrie and myself today. You can check them out on social media. And good morning to the Grand Bazaar branch. When we come back, so much more on TNT Today. Thank you.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
I think we all put Panaz somewhere in the back of our head, and it's locked there forever. We didn't quite bring it to the forefront until now. The main reason for us forming the band was to enter a competition in Trinidad called Pan Ramager. After the fourth year winning, we pulled out of the competitive arena and tried to start spreading music overseas.
We want to actually show the audience what Trinidad and Tobago music is about.
It's like we changed the perspective that people had of pan and pan players.
When we feed off of each other, the crowd actually feel that energy, and then they start to get excited, and then we start to feed off of their energy now.
I think in those moments I felt like, yes, I was living my dream.
To see the joy on the players' faces when we perform, it will always stick in my heart.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts, making the news at this time. Government's rollout for the national program for the upkeep of public spaces with specific focus on Carnival will cost just over $5.3 million. This was revealed by Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, as she defended the short-term expansion of the public spaces program. The initiative, which adds 86 teams with a total of over 1,000 workers for 4 weeks, sees these short-term employees deployed across all 14 regional corporations to prepare and clean up public spaces.
The special project for Carnival is a 1 month that Cabinet has already approved, and I'll tell you the value of it is $5.36 million. And that amount is to pay the workers that we have taken, where we have 86 teams of persons for 4 weeks. So it's a fixed number of workers for a fixed number of days. And at the end of our pilot project, our initial pilot project in March, we will gather the data, the recommendations from the various municipalities, as well as our stakeholders, because our unions, for instance, have been part of our conversation, and therefore we will have those recommendations for Cabinet.
The minister justified the program, noting that short-term hiring during the season has always existed.
All of them would usually hire short-term employees, as well as additional services such as trucks to pick up garbage and so on. So they usually have a Carnival program. So the hiring of short-term employees for Carnival is nothing new. This time, though, the ministry is hiring the workers and sending them to the corporation. So it's a savings for the corporation, so they don't have to go through that expense, but it also saves them on overtime for their existing workers.
Tobago is mourning the loss of a sixth form student who collapsed while playing in a basketball match. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine confirmed the incident during Thursday's post-executive media briefing.
The Tobago House of Assembly wishes to extend condolences to the family of Michael Okubosa of Scarborough Secondary School, a 6B student who collapsed at a basketball game today versus Bishop's High School. That game was being held at the Montgomery ground. He was taken to hospital. He had no known medical conditions prior. CPR was actually done trying to revive him, but unfortunately, he passed away.
Mr. Augustine called on Tobagoanians to pray for the family and students, adding that the Tobago House of Assembly will provide the relevant support.
Certainly, the Division of Education will provide all the necessary student support services to the family, to the classmates, to the teachers. We'll ensure the necessary counseling and treating with the trauma is done.
On Thursday, the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, welcomed Trinidad and Tobago sibling cyclists Tennille Campbell and Akil Campbell during a courtesy visit to his office. Minister Watts held engaging discussions with the athletes, commending their passion, dedication, and continued excellence in cycling. The Campbell siblings are set to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Elite Pan American Track Championships, scheduled for February 16th to the 22nd in Santiago, Chile. Minister Watts extended his best wishes to both athletes as they prepare to represent Trinidad and Tobago on the international stage. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we return to Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments, live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan Power all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for Dimashra. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
Somewhere up in Laventille, many years ago, a man had a hammer, used to follow him to He used to use it to pull a band, but sometimes a stupid man, all in the savannah, never miss an aroma.
You have to be committed. You have to have perseverance to say, okay, I'm starting at knowing nothing to reach a point where I can perform an entire song.
Well, for all the stories that you see on Trinidad and Tobago today, check us out at TTT Live Online. If you have a story idea, a press release, or you simply want to collaborate with us, check us out online as well. As I said, TTT Online and our social media channels. We'd love to hear from you. Contact us at ttt@ttt.co.tt and be part of the conversation that's shaping our nation. Trinidad and Tobago Today. News you can trust and stories that matter. Well, Sangre Grande was hot on Wednesday evening as stickmen with sharpened wall left it all in the Gael. With several intense moments, the packed audience stayed on their feet at the national stick fighting semifinals. Ayana Carter tells us more.
The strength of the Chandwell's voice in its familiar call and response of the Lavway, backed by the rhythms of the drums, heralded the start of the national stick fighting semi-finals at the Ojo Road Recreation Ground in Sangre Grande on Wednesday. The grounds were packed as people of all ages waited in anticipation of experiencing their favorite stickmen vie for the chance of making it into the final round. With the Gael prepared for its gladiators, they took to the ring, fresh bois in hand, ready for the ultimate glory. Garbed in traditional wear, the stickmen battled round after round. The crowd was kept on their feet. After an intense battle, it was the 16-year veteran O'Neill Odell that took first place and is on his way to another final.
On that stage, when you're on that stage, you just feel incredible. But my opponent, he wasn't my match. Yeah, he wasn't my match. He's how to say it? Nicholas, he's an entertainer. He's not a real warrior. So that's why I had lenient with him on the stage. I could have run his blood, but when I reach home tonight and I say my prayers, I'll be uncomfortable because I have no honor in it.
Among the audience, and no stranger to the wonders of the stick fighting Gael, was Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Daryl Alahar. Minister Alahar said he is pleased with the production of the National Stick Fighting Competition this year.
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. It was wonderful. It's lovely to see all these people out, all the families are out supporting this part of our local culture. I think for the first time in a very long time, we've had an organized venue. We've had an organized competition where people can see their bleachers. We have the contestants, we have everything laid out very, very nicely. And it's showcasing this part of our culture, which was really a niche area before.
Reminiscing about his childhood days watching stick fighters in his hometown of San Fernando, Minister Alahar said he's pleased to see this cherished aspect of our culture experiencing a strong resurgence.
It is certainly one of the special experiences because it has come to the forefront once again. And I'm very, very happy to come here in Sandy Grande to experience it. I'm looking forward to the finals in Moruga, however, next week.
Ayana Carter, TTT News.
Always so interesting. Everything happening for Carnival season, and you see it all here at TTT Live and as well TNT today. Well, this morning we have the honor and privilege of welcoming to our set Bass. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, TTT World.
I love the jacket.
Thank you, thank you.
It's very colorful this morning. A nice pop of color for the Carnival season.
You know you have to be on color.
Well, Bass, first things first, congratulations on an incredible career. You've been so instrumental in taking soca all over the world. And I know that you've done this through NYC as well at the start. Tell us about that journey and just taking soca everywhere.
This is something I live my dream every day. I've always wanted to be on radio. I'm also a DJ. And singing soca. I started getting into soca way back in the 90s to encourage the young people, the youths, to get into soca. And after that, they sort of the Bungee Gallons, the KFC, I did Destra's very first song and that sort of thing. I was in New York City for a while where I encouraged that big station there, Hot 97, to start to play some new soca music. Or they were just playing some like old school stuff. And so, it's been a nice journey along the way.
So, a part of this journey, you've also had some health issues coming out there.
Yeah.
If you're okay with talking about that with us, how has that really impacted your journey in not just in soca, but in life?
Yeah, well, just recently I did an eye surgery. I had a retinal detachment, right? It was a surgery that needed to be done. You woke up one morning, you're just seeing some spots in the eyes, which some things that some people may take for granted, but you really need to go and get it checked out. So I had also do the surgery last year, October. And it was pretty good, and it's been good so far. I'm seeing.
So after October, you still produced for this year.
Of course,
as
yeah. Well, after October, this is what led to this song that we're going to get into.
What
Not
is
for the
this song?
Swift. The song is called Not for the Swift. The race is not for the swift. That was a compelling, a combination of me having to do eye surgery. It also was the story of Keshawn Walcott and Jereme Richards, where Keshawn Walcott, it took him like 13 years to get the next goal. And I was also talking to a friend of mine, and we were just talking about life and the journey. So me still being here, and it's a song that a lot of people can relate to. The race is really not for the swift.
Yeah. Bass, how long have you been doing this
I've been doing this since the 90s, let's say about 30, 35 years.
That's a very long
time. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about soca music and where it is right now? Do you believe that we still have a long way to go? Do you think we've come a long way?
Well, we come a long way. We still have a long way to go. The artists are doing what they could, but I think we really need the support of the people, because other genres, they will get that support. It's not just about, you're going on jumping and waving on a fit and feeling its support. We talk about one wanted to get our Grammys, but it's a business and we have to put our money where our mouth is. We have to start to buy the music, support the music. I also believe that Trinidad, right? We are Trinidad and Tobago, but Trinidad should be the island of Carnival 365 days. You see like that thing, the Flavor Village that's going on? I believe that should be continued throughout the year, so that anytime you land here, you could get a taste of what Carnival is.
And Carnival is not just seasonal.
Exactly.
And Soca is not just seasonal.
Exactly. Right through the year, we should be doing it.
All right. So what advice would you give to the upcoming artists who want to follow in your footsteps? You are a stalwart in the industry. What would you tell them?
Well, the race is not for the swift. You have to do it for the love, own your craft, and there'll be ups and downs. It's not an easy road, but just, do what you got to do and do it for the love. Love of the music.
Well, we get to hear it live this morning on Trinidad and Tobago Today. It's called Not for the Swift. Here's the bass for you.
All right. Yeah. The race is not for the swift, but for those who can endure, for sure. Yo, whether you're up and up or you need a lift, the race is not for the swift. And if you're working hard or you have a gift, the race is not for the swift. I tell you, times are rough and you feel the switch, the race is not for the swift. No, if on elevator, make a shift, the race is not for the swift. Yo, you could do it too. Oh, you could do it too. Oh, you could do it too. Cause nobody better than you. Boy, I know it might be hard, no rest. You might be a little depressed. Sometimes ain't no redress. More no's than yes. And every time I take one step, it's like 2 steps backward. Let them know come on. We come to push forward. Whether you're up and up or you need a lift, the race is not for the swift. And if you're working hard or you have a gift, the race is not for the swift. I tell you, times are rough and you feel the switch, the race is not for the swift. If off elevator, make a shift. Believe in yourself. Everybody sing, yo, you could do it too. Oh, you could do it too. Oh, you could do it too. Cause nobody better than you. I know you might be all by yourself. You and your God and nobody else. Sometimes not a call on the phone. No one to reach out, it's you alone. And every time you get up, it's like you fall down again. But it's struggle and pain. Strong is this refrain. Whether you're up and up or you need a lift, the race is not for the swift. And if you're working hard or you have a gift, the race is not for the swift. I tell you, times are rough when you feel the switch. Whoa, if you have elevator, make a shift. Everybody, yo, you could do it too. Whoa, you could do it too. Whoa, you could do it too. Cause nobody better than you. You could do it too. You could do it too. You could do it too. Cause nobody better than you. Just pick up yourself, and then meet you by the finish line. Pick up yourself, let them know that you're here a long time. Pat yourself on the shoulder, pick up yourself, a little flowers and powers to you for all that you're going through. Whether you're up and up or you need a lift, and if you're working hard or you have a gift, I tell you, times are rough and you feel the switch. Yo, if I have elevator, make a shift. Hey, yo, hey, you could do it too. You could do it too. You could do it too. Cause nobody better than you. You could do it too. You could do it too. You could do it too. Cause nobody better than you.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Boy, I ain't brass playing in my head whole morning, you know.
That is not brass, that is hunger.
Nah, that is brass bacchanal calling all you. Brass bacchanal? Wait, that is the ones where all them bands and them just show off with their music?
Show off is a showdown of sound.
This Carnival Monday night, get ready for Brass Bacchanal 2026. Nine of the baddest brass bands go head to head, competing for $100,000. Monday, February 16th, Queen's Park, Savannah. Showtime, 9 p.m. sharp. Tickets are only $150. Available at Java Nation stores nationwide, the NCC box office, and online at islandetickets.com. Bring your crew, bring your coolers, and feel the power of live brass like never before. Get ready! Brass Bacchanal Carnival Monday night. Presented by the National Carnival Commission.
Somewhere up in Laventille, many years ago, another hammer used to follow him throughout. He used to use it to pong a pan, or sometimes a stupid man. All in Savannah, never miss an aroma.
You have to be committed. You have to have perseverance to say, okay, I'm starting at knowing nothing to reach a point where I can perform an entire song.
Well, almost 100 kings and queens vied in the preliminary level for the coveted title to be crowned the king or queen of Carnival 2026. Let's have a look now.
Such costumes, the lightweight marvels, along with a host of portrayals on stilts in the preliminary round of the Senior Kings and Queens competition on Wednesday. This, as near to 100 masqueraders competed for the title of King or Queen of Carnival 2026.
This is Adrian Young from the band Future Jumbies. His portrayal, The Golden Moko, Eyes of the Ancestors. The band's presentation is Aya, the Golden Lineage, in the African category.
Stilts again?
Stilts again, and more than one on stilts, but the main one is the king.
Then there were the costumes, which were 20 feet wide and 20 feet high.
On stage, masquerader Nicholas Guy portraying for us No Roach in Foul Party. We see in the hen house, we see in the foul party. All the hens, the roosters. We have the hen house, and they're certainly having a party. Nicholas Guy, No Roach in Foul Party.
And of course, there were the tributes to nature and folklore with their portrayals of flora and fauna.
This is Roop Narayan Rampasad from the band Nexus. The name of the costume is The Silent Predator of the Reef.
Stripped in fierce red.
The band's presentation, Power of the People, is in the fantasy category.
The judges will choose the top 20 kings and 20 queens to advance to the semi-final round of the competition. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
Well, we take a little dip into the Chutney Soca industry and Chutney Soca music this morning on Trinidad and Tobago Today. Welcome to Yankee Boy and Raw Nitro. Good morning.
Good morning. We inside.
All right, so this is a collab for the 2026 Chutney Soca music.
Yes.
But not necessarily the competition.
I like how you say.
Yeah, but I'll get to that in a short bit. How did this collab come about? I know you've been doing this for a very long time. You're here and also based in America, back and forth. You are also based in Trinidad. So how did this collaboration come up?
But basically, we second club. We had a club before which is outside like that. But so we was just always, drinking never.
And how long have you been doing this?
About 15 years, yeah.
Wow.
I really started off with Chutney Soca music and then I started venturing into the soca.
Now, should I even ask how long you've been doing this?
But to be honest, 2010 to now, so...
That's a long time.
Yeah, a long time, behind the scene, in front of the scene. And he have a good song, and when he reach out to me, I say, you know what? Within my experience over the years and the connection I have, why not, extend a hand onto the brother, to the youths, because them is the future. When I come in the game, first song I sing was I Am a Drinker. Somebody help me out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know the industry. And just
I love that song.
How
Such a good song, yeah.
So, and like how I invited here, same thing I bring here. Next year he might have the big song, he might bring somebody else.
Right, but why Chutney Soca now? Why Chutney Soca?
Like I said, Chutney Soca was that Diamond Lover.
That's your love?
Yeah, Diamond Lover.
And it's funny, that is he lover. And on me now, that is always like, where I live in Queens in New York.
Yeah.
That is like my surroundings. And I think that the part that has always given me most of my support.
Yeah.
On the real will, to be honest, because I also have a hot sauce company, Uncle Yankees, have like pineapple, pepper sauce, passion fruit.
I just heard about that.
Right, and over the songs I sing over the years, I Am a Drinker, Bartender, Rumors.
Also another favorite.
So, within that love is only right. We in one culture and always one, and it's unity right now.
So now that you've had, you have a Chutney Soca song, our final question to you is, why didn't you enter the Chutney Soca Monarch?
Well, to be honest, I get the tune too late. The producer wasn't feeling well, so that was the old back.
Producer,
right, because I always seen like...
Producer was overworked.
Right, and we had to understand sometimes things happen for a reason. And then we was like, boy, should we hold back this song? No, let me do it. Go with the vibe. Everything is for a reason. And the producer is a really good producer. Okay. He do songs like Gunga Ghana. Okay. He do songs like Four Wheel Van. Yeah. Plenty more.
Who's the producer?
Professor Bongzi Targets.
Oh, yes.
So it's good people. We do good work.
That's right.
Work with your best.
All right. So Fall in Drain. Tell me quick about the song before we get into the performance.
Well, basically, like I said, I've been...
Why you fall in a drain?
I know I'd rather fall in a drain than fall in love again.
Imagine you rather get ring woman, woman.
Daddy level is reached too.
Okay, so you're rather fall in a drain.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about that? You agree?
I kind of agree because some people, since they get home, they can't see their way. So we sing in somebody else's reality, but also we reality.
All right.
So it's just relatable music and true story.
Well, we get to hear it this morning on a beautiful Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, turn up the volume. Fall in Drain. It is Yankee Boy and Ron Nitro on Trinidad and Tobago today.
Since I get a horn, I can't see my way. Every week I drinking out my salary. Since I get a horn, I can't see my way. Every week I drinking out my salary. That's why I rather fall in drain than to fall in love again. I don't want no girl to come and leave me heart in pain. I rather fall in drain than to fall in love again. I don't want no girl to come and leave me heart in pain. Same thing she tell me, she tell you too. She there with me and she there with you. You don't know me, but I know you. My new girl and my next man too. Lie. That woman is lying. Lie. That woman is lying. Tell them, focus on yourself cause people come and they go. Go, go, go. Focus on yourself cause people come and they go. They will tell you that they love you and still deceive you. They will tell you that they love you with tears in their eye. But deep down inside, I know that is a lie. Rather fall in drain than to fall in love again. I don't want no girl to come and leave me heart in pain. I rather fall in drain than to fall in love again. I don't want no girl to come and leave me heart in pain. Why you lying? One more time. Why you lying? True story. Why you lying? On TTT. Why you lying? What me say? No, I don't want love again. No, I don't want love again. I don't need no woman to be happy. It's better you go, go. True story. I want to live my life single and free. Drink me daru and sing me chutney. Cause when we can reach my good vibes I will be drinking me rum with me friends and family. That's why I rather fall in jail than to fall in love again. I don't want no girl to come and leave me at in pain. I rather fall in jail than to fall in love again. I don't want no girl to come come and leave me heart in pain. Love and love again. I don't want no. True story.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan Power all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for the March Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
Somewhere up in Laventille, many years ago, another hammer used to follow him throughout. He used to use it to pong a pan, but sometimes a stupid man, all in Savannah, never miss an aroma.
You have to be committed. You have to have perseverance to say, okay, I'm starting at knowing nothing to reach a point where I can perform an entire song.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Morning on Trinidad and Tobago today. You just heard Fall in Drain. And if that wasn't spicy enough, this morning we have Ravi B. Good morning, Ravi.
Good morning. How are you?
Congratulations on a great season. I'm well. How have you been? Getting any rest?
Trying to. But yeah, we're getting some rest today.
Yeah, I know it's been a short season as well, so lots of performances. Yes. We're seeing you all over the place. So how has the short season been for you? I know you're still belting out a lot of tunes anyway, although it's a short season.
Yes, the season is very short and it's very hectic, but you know, this is what we love, and our passion for Carnival is 100% for me, you know. So we're going to, I think most artists at this point, it's like the Energizer Bunny. We're just going and going.
Running on adrenaline.
Yeah, but it's great.
So I always like to ask this question, especially to artists like yourself, and you're coming from a very vocal family, talented family as well. You put a lot of emphasis on your voice.
Yes.
How do you preserve your voice during the season?
A lot of water, and what helps me a lot is sleep. Once I get 5 hours and more, my voice will be fine.
5 hours. That's a very that's a very low bar.
Yeah, 5
I mean, you
hours.
should be getting 8 at this point.
I wish at this point. But
okay, so rest and sleep and water.
yeah, a lot of water, room temperature water.
Okay, well, tell us about the season's offerings, what you've worked on, and how has it been for the crowds when you go to these events?
I've worked on. Well, I'm actually presently working on my album to release right after Carnival.
Congrats.
And the album will feature songs that I work with collaborations with the likes of Destra, GBM Neutron, Lava, as you already know, and a few other hit makers. My sister as well is on the album, so that is what I'm really working towards. And of course, we are doing the events and showcasing the new songs as well.
Yeah. Okay. So the newest one it's Roll Like Tassa.
Roll Like Tassa.
What about this song? How did this come about?
All right. So it was inspired by that song called Golo. Golo.
Yeah. Okay.
Golo, which a lot of people think is Bolo, but it's actually Golo.
You know?
Yes.
I really thought so for a long time. I think I was singing that when I was growing up. And also, I would think Roll Up Tassa. Is there any influence from Roll Up Tassa?
Of course. You know, I'm always a big fan of Drupati. You know, she's one of the persons that broke barriers for us together with Ricky Chai and Sunny Man and whatnot. And when we was doing this song, I was like, I always loved that topic, roll like Tassa. You know, like seeing especially the ladies rolling and winding their waist. You know, like it's our culture.
Yeah.
And so that's how I came up with the hook line to be Roll Like Tassa. And then, you know, go down, go low. Understand? You know, I want to shout out Mr. Horace, the writer of Golo.
Okay.
When I spoke to him about the idea, he was so nice and polite to me. And I will call you soon. I know I'm supposed to call you back, and I end up leaving the country, but I will call you soon. And of course, inspired by Image and Company, and of course Ghetto Flex.
Rav, you've also had some insane collabs this season. You had Young Brother, that collab did so good, that was hot up. And then now you have one with Lady Lava.
Yeah.
How's that been, especially performing with Lava?
Well, so Lady Lava and I live in the same district basically in Kunopia, right? So like we're neighbors, and just like if it's been 3 years, we're supposed to do a song together, and we just never really got to that point.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to Dion, I was like, Dion, it had to happen this year, you know, that's her manager. And it's like, we just ended up going into the studio. We had an idea last year, but we didn't get to fulfill it because, you know, she ended up doing a collaboration with Marshall, and they entered Chutney Soca and whatnot. And said, you know what, let me hold back the idea for which is this year. And then when we went to the studio to do the idea that we had, then she just came up with this song from nowhere.
It's very interesting.
What is that? That's so unique. I could pick Mango. And I done so it. Everybody go and sing this. I could pick Mango.
Nothing in this will.
And we went by Rishi Mahatu. We did the entire project together, and we came out with this, and we didn't even get to shoot the video yet. And this song, it's so viral right now. I don't even think we need that video at this point. But yes, the video is coming as well. You know, so look out for that.
So what's in the works for Ravi B, not just for Carnival, but going forward this year? I know you're always putting out good music throughout the year.
Yes, we have right after my album, that project is finished. I will be starting the usual tours. You know, we have Orlando in April, Toronto in May, the Netherlands, we have South Africa, Guyana, Clash of the Titans is back, so that all that will be happening in March, April, May, and of course I'll return back in Trinidad in June for my Father's Day concert.
Oh wow, well lots to look forward to this coming year. Congratulations again, Ravi, on a great season. So this morning we get to hear Roll Like Tassa and also Capic.
Capic,
right? Yeah. Here's Ravi B for you.
Thank you.
Hey! TTT! I'm always say, roll like Tassa. Roll like Tassa, right there. Roll like Tassa. Roll like Tassa. You have to move your waist a little bit, right? Wind your waist. Right there. Roll like Tassa. No, ladies, we're going down in front of the TV. No. Go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Hey, Chutney Soca inside my veins, from San Fernando to Port of Spain, and we like it. Yes, we like it. My uncle Sonny used to tell me that Ricky Giant Jupati had the crowd whining and waving. And this is Carnival music. Chutney Soca is music. When the rhythm of the Dola Cantasa meet up with the soca, let me see you roll like tassa, right there, roll like tassa, on there, roll like tassa. We going on one more time, right? Hold the couch, let me go. Go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Hey, go down and go down and go down. Girl, go down and go down. Selector, play the next tune. Hey, no. Lava, where's it? Mango, guava, tambran.
For nothing in this world I say I can't pick a good.
You lie.
Nothing in this world I say I
can't pick a
good man.
Nanny and men go have to pick for she.
Nanny and men go
have to pick for she.
Cause every time I pick a man, he feel like stupidity. Cause every time I pick a man, he feel like stupidity.
She love the roti, she love the choker, she love the bygone. You only make a noise and know you don't want the next man. You only make a noise and know you don't. Watch it dance. Follow me. Pick the mango. Pick the guava. Pick the mango. Pick the guava. Pick the mango. Pick the guava. Pick the mango.
When I meet this man, I used to treat him
like a king.
Cooking all the food, I washing
everything. Yo, reunion. See you little Grandy tomorrow.
When I meet this man, I used to treat him like a king. Cooking all the food, I'm washing everything. Now he phone it off and he's saying he walking. And when you check it out, he and he ex-guest
say she love the root.
I could pick guava, I could pick tamarind. For nothing in this world I say I can't pick.
She can't pick a good man.
Nothing in this world I say I can't pick a good man.
Nanny and men go have to pick for me.
Nanny and men go
have to pick for me.
Cause every time I pick a man, he feel like stupidity. Cause every time I pick a man, he feel like stupidity.
She love the roti, she love the choker, she love the bygone. You only make a noise and know you don't want the next man. You only make a noise and know you don't want the next man. As a pick the mango, pick the guava, pick. Thank you very much, TTT. Love in the house. Puro. Pick the guava, pick the mango.
I could send 1,000 letters addressed to you.
Born in the 80s, highly inspired by the 90s, but still staying up to date with trends, I consider myself a student and a professor of Trinidad and Tobago culture. My name is Marcus Braveboy, stage name Braveboy, and I'm an international recording artist, songwriter, and entertainment consultant representing the beautiful Twin Island of Trinidad and Tobago. For Carnival 2026, fans could look out for my new single, So We Can Fall in Love on the Road. Love on the Road, produced by Explicit Method and Joe Elmi. It is a power soca. Some people are saying it's giving road march energy, but it's a song from the heart, and I hope to see you all on it.
So we can fall in love on the road. Give me a chance now, just give me a chance now. To fall in love on the road. Give me a chance now, just.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
We all put Panaz somewhere in the back of our head, and it's locked there forever. We didn't quite bring it to the forefront until now.
The main reason for us forming the band was to enter a competition in Trinidad called Pan Ramage. After the fourth year winning, we pulled out of the competitive arena and tried to start spreading music overseas.
We want to actually show the audience what Trinidad and Tobago music is about.
You know, it's like we changed the perspective that people had of pan and pan players
When we feed off of each other, the crowd actually feel that energy, and then they start to get excited, and then we start to feed off of their energy now.
I think in those moments I felt like, yes, I was living my dream.
To see the joy on the players' faces when we perform, it will always stick in my heart.
Devastation and destruction from ever since time begun has been infected time and time again by man against fellow man. Yet man won't learn from their history. It make them more violent, producing deadly weaponry with nothing but evil intent. So the war can never be over. Peace will never be seen. Long as man in his quest for power keep destroying fellow human beings. I'm telling you, nobody. Nobody. When you really think of it, nobody wins a war. Because the agony of defeat will linger. Nations still hating one another, and superpowers still looking for more power. As long as violence and aggression still dwells in the hearts of man, the war will go on. It cannot be won. I tell you, the war will go on. It cannot be won. The fallout from war is chaos, plenty agony, plenty pain. The economy's left in shambles that could never rise up again. Collapse of the money system, disruption in foreign trade, people turning against the leaders for the blunders that they have made. Environmental pollution, radiation taking its course, and thousands will die in battle. Oh, what a waste of human resource. Oh, of course. I'm telling you, nobody. Nobody. For a moment, think of it. Nobody wins a war. The brutal flash of ideologies, carnage and social anarchy and life produce the pitiful dimensions. The falling back of progress and growth for the entire generation. The war will go on. It cannot be won. No, the war will go on. It cannot be won.
Help us, O Lord. Help us with all your might. Help the world.
Remembering Mother, that's Roger George on Trinidad and Tobago Today. Such a beautiful song, amazing vocals and visuals as well. Really, really powerful. Nobody wins a war. Yeah. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning to you.
Welcome to TNT Today. So this song is extremely profound. Don't forget to put the mic up. And this song is extremely profound. What inspired this? And I know it's a tribute as well, but it's a beautiful song. I want to start with that.
Well, as you know, it's a singing Sandra song from way back in 1992. At that time, this song was out. I don't think there was a lot of wars happening around the world. And, you know, I got a call to do it over into the now with the music and everything. And if you think about it, there's so many wars going on all around, even, you know, close to us, you know. So, we wanted it to refresh, remix the song, refix it, to bring it, you know, so people could really get a taste of what it is now,
it's even
and to
more
feel it
profound
now.
now.
Yes, than
it's
before, you know.
like we were just talking about it. It carries a different meaning.
It does.
And
it does.
Nobody wins a war. That is so, as I said, profound. And when you
Yes.
really think about that, wow,
Yes.
you're giving me something to think about on a Friday.
think about it, and for everybody to think about it too. I know you could argue with your neighbor. It's not just us. It's people around the world. Leaders around the world.
Yeah.
You can go to war and nobody wins.
Yeah.
Nobody
So
wins
Roger,
when you think about it.
you're very specific with the music that you set out into the world, and you're very intentional as well with that.
Yes.
What is the process like when you are deciding what I want to produce next or what I want to put out?
Well, I think about, first of all, the people who come in next after me, the younger artists. I mean, when you think about it, I was a member of Charlie's Juice back in the day. I was the youngest member at 15 years old.
Wow.
And
what was
being
that
around,
like?
oh my goodness, it was being in a musical school all the time, because I had teachings from all around. Christopher Tambo Herbert, Pelham Goddard, David Ruther, plus the members of the band. So they kind of grew me, So I would love for the youths that are coming after me. I mean, I know they have a lot of new artists, the young brothers, this one or that one, but the ones who could actually sing the Calypso and come up and really, take our footsteps and carry the mantra. So I would like to do songs where they could follow, like 50 years from now, 20 years ago, somebody could say, what, I want to do a Roger George song.
Wow.
And still be able to, so that's my
and
that's
create
my goal,
music
really.
that's intentional and will really carry well.
Yes.
It's like music is like a time capsule. When you open that 50 years from today, it's going to have a very different meaning from what you actually set out for it to mean.
Look at this song, for instance. I mean, in 1992, she sang this song in the competition, and people come up to me and say, hey, I like your new song, the younger ones. I like your new song, The War, and are you going into the competition with that song? They have no idea that it's a remix, a remake, so I want to really educate the younger ones coming up.
So Roger, what are you currently working on?
I recently I got signed to a small label out of Nashville. I'm doing country soul right now. We're in the process of releasing another song Valentine's Day as well. So it's away from the Trinidad culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I decided I wanted to do something. I mean, I'm a man of very many genres, so I wanted to try a different genre. Right. So I'm doing some soul country music right now.
Oh, that is really interesting.
Yes,
and this is your first time into that.
This is my first time, my first year. I've signed with them since last year, and we just put all the songs together. We just started to release some singles. So you can check me out on all platforms.
Yeah.
Addis Love. I don't go as Roger George. Addis Love, ADDISLUV. Yeah, so.
And the Carnival season as well, has it been a busy one for you?
Yes, it has been. It's been so far. I mean, I've just gotten here, just trying to fit in and, do some stuff. I'll be on the road with A.T. and Charles. Come out, check us out on the road. Carnival Monday is a throwback. A.T. and Charles, myself, Nigel Lewis, Russell Cadoga and Lima Calbero. So it's a power front line.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some fun. We'll have a guest on the truck. We don't know who it is yet, but stay tuned. You never know.
All right. Well, we get to wrap up with you today. What an honor that is. This is where we say thank you so much to everyone who tuned in this week on Trinidad and Tobago Today. Of course, as I always say on every Friday, thank you to my team, without whom none of this would be possible. I'm always appreciative every single day. Well, Roger, you get to do the honors of, we're going to dedicate your wrap up to the team today, and you get to close us off on Trinidad and Tobago Today. Have a beautiful weekend. Roger George, everyone.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall not fear no evil. God, only you and you alone could come to our rescue. Oh, Lord, I pray. Oh, Lord, this is a world spread. Devastation and destruction from ever since time begun has been inflicted time and time again by man against fellow man. Yet man won't learn from their history that makes them more violent, producing deadly weaponry with nothing but evil intent. So the war can never be over, peace will never be seen, long as man in his quest for power keep destroying fellow human beings. Fellow human beings, I'm telling you, nobody dreams will linger. Nations still facing one another and want more powers, still looking for more power. As long as violence and aggression still dwells in the hearts of man, the war will go on. It cannot be won. The war will go on. It cannot be won. The fallout of war is chaos, plenty agony, plenty pain. Plenty economies trapped in shambles that could never rise up again. Collapse of the money system, destruction in foreign trade. People coming against the leaders for the blunders that they have made. Environmental pollution, radiation's taking its course. Our governments will die in battle. Oh, what a waste of human resource. Oh, of course. I'm telling you, nobody. No, nobody. When you're home and think of it, nobody wins a war. The brutal flash of ideologies, carnage and social anarchy and life produce the pitiful dimensions. The falling back of progress and growth for the entire generation, brother. The war will go on. It cannot be won. No, the war will go on. It cannot be won.
Help us, Lord. Help us all unite. Help the world to come together and unite. And Lord, please, to look to the hearts of men. Help them to stop the fight.
War is just like a rocket. It plays dividends for true. But most of those profits are massive. I mean laymen like me and you. But one of us in the sales game, they use the massives as pawn. Political propaganda. The massacre will goes on. The soldiers will never start it, but they give their lives easily. But the leaders are in a safe place working out strategy. Somebody tell me. Oh, somebody tell me. I'm telling you, nobody. No, nobody. For a moment, think of it. Nobody wins a war. The brutal flash of ideologies, carnage and social anarchy and life produce the pitiful dimensions. The falling back of progress and growth for the entire generation. The war will go on. It cannot be won. No, the war will go on. It cannot be won. The war will go on. Before I die, try and help my nation. Progress for unification. Lord, it means so much to me. Yes, everyone and their family. Free our hearts and our minds from these mental chains that we cannot see. We're blinded by money, power and greed, but we can just help to feed the ones who in need of a helping hand. It's hard to survive in this land. Yeah. These are the days when the signs of tomorrow will be the signs of today. These are the days when religion won't matter. In His name you'll have to pray. These are the days. These are the days. people I beg you touch, Lord, before it's too late. 'Cause there's no turning back in front of your gate. Talk to the ones who are responsible. Let them know that their actions are despicable. Lord, let them know that you were the wrong. And what goes around comes back around.
This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Ministry of Education says it is taking steps to help students overcome difficulties with mathematics in the secondary entrance assessment. According to the ministry, efforts are focused on including artificial intelligence methods to provide additional support to students with the aim of improving overall performance in the examination. Their new AI-powered platform was developed to support children in reaching their full potential. Director of the Division of Education Research and Evaluation, Kamini Bagalu, says the new platform is designed to guide students, educators, and other key stakeholders.
So this is a platform that has been developed in-house at the Ministry of Education by our Educational Technology Unit, and it really keeps aligned with our ministry's policy, where we focus on the development of the children, parents, and even the entire education system. So the SCA Past Paper Solution platform, it is really designed to give support both to parents, students, even to the teachers. And in the end, we expect to see an improvement in the pass rates in mathematics as well.
She explained that mathematics is being given targeted attention, as statistics show it is the area where students tend to underperform.
So the SCA assesses 3 different areas: English language arts writing, and mathematics. However, when we would have looked at the data and we would have analyzed the performance in mathematics, what we would have seen over the years is that the mean performance in mathematics had remained just a little over 50 when compared to English language arts, which was in the 60s. However, when we also would have drilled down a little further and we would have looked at the number of students scoring less than 50% in the SCA mathematics, we would have seen that it was almost like 48% of the students.
Ms. Bagalu said this disparity drove the research and helped the ministry to create the targeted online response, which is meant to give students more practice with the subject.
The avatar is there to answer all their questions, to guide them. And one thing we want parents to be guided by, since it was developed internally, right, they can be sure that it's a safe platform, so there are no hallucinations or bias coming from the avatar, because it is trained to only answer mathematics questions.
The media fraternity is in mourning today following the passing of a veteran of the lens. TTT Limited's very own Phil Britton, a long-serving cameraman based in South Trinidad, has died. Phil was known not just for his technical skill, but for a tireless work ethic that saw him through decades of reporting. For those who worked alongside him in the field, Phil Britton was more than just a cameraman. He was a standard bearer for dedication. He was stationed in the South Bureau for much of his career. Colleagues remember him as a man who would make every effort to get the shot, regardless of the challenges. Phil's passing leaves a significant void in the TTT family and the wider media landscape of Trinidad and Tobago. He leaves behind a legacy of hard work, resilience, and a deep passion for the craft of visual storytelling. Rest in peace, Phil. In other news now, on Thursday, the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, welcomed Trinidad and Tobago sibling cyclists Neil Campbell and Akil Campbell during a courtesy visit to his office. The Minister Watts held engaging discussions with the athletes, commending their passion, dedication and continued excellence in cycling. The Campbell siblings are set to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Elite Pan American Track Championships, scheduled for February 16th to the 22nd in Santiago, Chile. Minister Watts extended his best wishes to both athletes as they prepare to represent Trinidad and Tobago on the international stage. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Have a great day.
This is TTT. Live for local.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sips with Melly. And today I have the one and only